tarot reading for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And if you don't know your zodiac placements, you can see a link in the description box below this video of how to get that information for free. And this is for those of you with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements who are currently involved with someone. If you've not subscribed to my channel, I hope you will consider doing so. And truly, you can check out how to book a personal reading with me or coaching or mentoring down in the description box below this video, okay? And of course, y'all, I truly do appreciate all of the likes and the comments, okay? And even if you have subscribed, double check your notification bell periodically because those do get recalibrated from time to time, okay? All right, so let's get started with the reading, and we are going to start with the Taurus gang. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's take a look, Taurus. Let's get the energies for those of you who are connected or currently involved with someone in some way, right? Let's get the energies around that connection, Taurus gang. Let's get the energies around that connection, Taurus. Let's see what we can find out, Taurus. Let's take a look, Taurus gang. All right, let's see what we can find out. What are the energies here? Taurus, what's worrying you guys between you and this person? Oh, this is an intense connection, isn't it? You may be married to this person, or you may have You may have talked marriage or kind of hoped marriage. That may be in somebody's head about this thing. Kind of interesting, Taurus. Kind of interesting. You know what I think? I think this thing kind of took off a little bit fast, perhaps. And then kind of slowed down. And that's got you up in your head. One of two things is true. Either cutting this person out, or you think they are. I think there's a lot of work going on here, and what you may not realize is both of you, no one has released this thing, point blank period. Now, and I think that, you know, you both are probably willing to go forward on this thing. There's a lot of emotion here, and like I said, this is very intense. Very strong soul connection with this 1111 card. But something has gone, something is slowed way down. Maybe somebody is working through some issues that don't have anything to do with the connection. I don't know. But it's causing a lot of up in your head and worry and anxiety, probably on your part, maybe on your person. I don't know. But in your mind, there's a big fat roadblock all of a sudden. And perhaps you've tried to even talk, maybe you've tried to talk to this person and they haven't really been forthcoming, or the communication has just not been productive. Let's just say it that way. Could have just been even nasty. But, or maybe you just haven't said anything at all and you're just kind of sitting back up in your head about this thing. Okay, and somebody is definitely acting distant, big time. Maybe both of you. Maybe there's a distance involved in another way. Could be with the Six of Swords. But definitely things, you know, I think things started off, were going well, and slowed way down. And this has got you, I think this has got you up in your head because you're like, why is this person not really wanting to move forward? You know, this thing was going well. We took a leap of faith. We've talked about going the distance. I know that I love this person and I think this person loves me. So why the issues here? Why the issues? I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go to this other deck and see if we can get to the heart of the matter. Why? And I know not every one of you Tauruses is having the same experience. I want to see why this thing may have slowed down in the mind of your person. I think you're a little bit confused about why. Well, they're definitely being secretive. The High Priestess here and the Moon, yep. But They do love you. This is, as I said, a very important strong soul connection. I've got the Queen of Wands and the Magician. You know, both of those can be just really, really busy doing other things, but they're happy. And they're high vibe cards, and they really do want to make something happen. And then I've got the Judgment card and the Justice card about making a judgment call, but this person is trying to be fair and come to the table. I think you're up in your head about something that probably doesn't have anything to do with you per se, Taurus. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to give you all the zodiac signs here: earth, air, fire, and water. And then in the major arcana, you have Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, and Pisces. The reason so many major arcanas came out is because this is an intense, strong soul connection. Okay, and that is the case. Okay, so I think you're up in your, you may be up in your head about nothing. Okay, Taurus, take what resonates. Let's see where this thing is headed going forward. Let's see what a probable outcome is on this dynamic, Taurus. Let's take a look. Probable outcome on this dynamic, Taurus gang. We're going to get to the Virgos and the Capricorns, and then we'll read for all the earth signs at the end, okay? Okay, I do think this thing is going to heal. I think there is going to be some turmoil, either inner turmoil or drama, one, before it does. But then somebody really matures, wises up. This is a card of wisdom. This is the card of somebody cutting through and getting to the real truth of what's really going on. Again, this person sees your value. I don't think they want to lose you. And this person is going to overcome this thing. I think you both will as a dynamic. This is also a distance card again. But you're going to overcome this thing and come out winning, okay? And healing and collaboration, working together, and the ship's coming in. So I don't see an ending at all. I see it's going to be tough and some work, but I see a positive outcome from this, Taurus. We have pulled in this part fire, earth, air, and Cancer. So with that being said, hello Sierra J, how you doing, love? Let's go to the Virgo gang. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to read the energies around the person you are currently involved with, Virgo, and then we will get a probable outcome. We'll read for Capricorn after you, and then we will read for all of the earth signs at the end of this reading. So do stick around. Do stick around. All right, Virgo, let's get the energies between you and this person. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's take a look. Virgo, you and the person you are currently involved in. What the what? What, Virgo? Why'd you pull it? Oh. Virgo, oh my God. All right, Virgo. Just trust and believe that I know this is not every Virgo story, okay? So just understand, not every Virgo in the world is here. And for that, be thankful if this is not your story. Be thankful if this is not your story. All right, let's talk. Virgo, first of all, you're dealing with an asshat. Let's just call it like it is, all right? And honestly, the advice could have all be summed up right here to take a break and heal from this thing. You've been fair with this person. You have. You've been very fair, equal give and take. But this right here, I don't even know if this person, I don't know but what, they didn't even make a commitment to begin with. Either they were a commitment phobe, could be, or they could just have gotten bored with you or taken you for granted. That's what I really think for the majority of you Virgos. I think you got taken for granted, point blank, period. At the heart of the matter, heartbreak, possible third party, possible being juggled. You may not even realize it, okay? I don't know. But right here, that speaks to not being worth your time when it comes out in the reverse. The card of waiting and stagnation sometimes, okay? But also the card to heal and hope. Okay, regardless. But this thing has slowed way down. and perhaps no commitment at all. Was it supposed to happen? Probably. Probably a lesson. Okay, probably divinely orchestrated as a lesson, unfortunately. That's all I can say about that. I think it probably had some potential, in your mind at least. I think this is what you wanted, and this is probably why this came out, marriage, right? But you guys know how I feel about this dude. And I'm not reading gender, it could be a female or a male. But you guys know how I feel. And so I know it was you who was fair. And I know it was your person right here and right here taking you for granted, and possibly either cheating or energetically cheating, or bailing for someone else, taking you for granted. You know what? I can bail and come right back. Virgo will always be there. That's what this one would say right here. That's what that one would say. And the advice of this card and this card both is to heal. But we're going to look at a probable on this thing, and I'm going to give you the zodiac signs on this one. But I think you're dealing with somebody who's controlling and egotistical, thinks they're all that in a bag of chips, and they think you are so blessed to have them, Virgo. And so you've pulled water, earth, air, and fire. And in the majors, Libra, Sagittarius, and Taurus. Let's get a probable outcome on this thing for you, Virgo. Probable outcome on this thing for you. Probable outcome, Virgo. You know, Virgo, I don't know what the probable outcome is going to be. It would have to be, you know, certainly people can heal and change. That is true. They traditionally don't, because it's too hard, because it requires them to do something uncomfortable and different. And that's why people typically don't change. They can. But you always got to know you deserve somebody who doesn't take you for granted. All right? Pretty much, Sierra. I don't say always, but I say 95% of the time anyway. You're right. Let's take a look. What's the probable outcome on this thing? All right. So we have the card of heartbreak and abandonment, missing someone, emotionally closed off, can be codependency, trying to please a person, and possible block communication, but roadblocks. There you have it. Sleepless nights. You know, Virgo, you're better than that. You're worth better. Exactly. You know, it's funny you would say that, Sierra, about the leopard. I was thinking that same thing before I saw that comment. And you have air and water in this, Virgo. Can I just say you deserve better, Virgo? Stick around for the collective reading, Virgo gang, okay? You deserve better. You deserve somebody who doesn't take you for granted. Point blank, period. Capricorn gang, Capricorn sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Capricorn sun, moon, rising, and Venus sun. Any Cappies around? Capricorn sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Exactly, Sierra, you're right. Capricorn sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Capricorn sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Let's take a look. Cappy sun, moon, rising, and look at there, Capricorn. Let's go and see if that's if that comes out in the reading, Cappy. Hey, Patricia, good to see you. Huh. All right, let's get the energies between you and this person, Capricorn, that you're involved with. Something's overwhelming. I don't know what it is. Let's see if we can get a little bit more detail. What's going on with this person? There's a lot of turmoil here. Drama? Somebody combative? What's up with this? All right. There is emotion here. Somebody's acting immature. I got that too. I think there's a lot of bickering. With this Page of Cups in reverse and this Five of Wands and the Seven of Swords, there's a lot of defensiveness and combativeness and immaturity possibly here. Okay? All right. A lot of immaturity. Possible sneakiness. Somebody's in turmoil about this thing and really overwhelmed with the whole thing. And I think that's why. Now, this thing may have started off really well. This is a pregnancy card, certainly a marriage card. A lot of emotion here and a lot of work being done and forward movement. A lot of maturing took place. And then it's almost like the energy that I get here, Capricorn, is that the bottom fell out. And, you know, this kind of stuff, the bickering, the fussing. It's kind of like after the wedding comes the marriage. And I'm not saying you married this person. Some of you did. Some of you talked about it. But it was like after the honeymoon phase of this dynamic, the real deal started to come out, and you started to see the real behaviors of you, them, whatever. But I think there is emotion here. I've got that in that Empress card and then here. And there has been some work done, at least by one of you, but another one of you, not so much. Not so much. So I'm going to get a probable outcome on this, Capricorn, whether or not your person will come around and try to do some work. But I really think this is a lot of defensiveness on the part of your person and a lot of working real hard on yours and trying to keep a positive attitude. I've got that too. I think there's emotion here, but I think because you feel like you're doing all the work, you're kind of getting overwhelmed by all the drama and the mess. All right, we've got water, fire, air, and earth, and water again, and then we have Leo, Aries, and that's it. Okay, so let's do this, Capricorn. I'm going to get a probable outcome on this thing for you, Capricorn. A lot of turmoil here. We're going to see if this thing is going to turn around, if there's going to be some healing and some work done, internal work on this thing, or will this thing survive, Capricorn? Let's take a look. We're going to read for all the signs, like all the earth signs in a minute. All right, Capricorn, will this thing turn around? Let's take a look. Damn. All right, this came out like a timeline. All right, this could be one of two things, Capricorn. It could be a love offer that's not accepted, somebody that's bored or not interested. It can also be somebody who takes somebody for granted, whatever the case may be. But Ace of Swords in the reverse. Whoever this is really missing a very important part of the whole dynamic. And I think, you know, I got this energy. Of course, this is emotionally closed off. But I got the energy of codependency in the first part of this reading, and this card didn't come out this way. But this card, when it comes out in the reverse, can speak to codependency. Literally, somebody trying really hard and working really hard all by themselves to please another person or be what that other person wants. So much so that they lose themselves or neglect themselves. And I think that's you, okay? And this is my card of walking away, and this is my card of leaving somebody out in the cold, feeling like you have been left in limbo. Wondering what, okay? And that's kind of what I get, Capricorn, and I'm sorry. But that's what I think. And I think, you know what I think the problem is, Capricorn? Can I just speak to this for a minute? One of the biggest, I can't say that this will solve the problem, but I know that it is a contributing factor. When you are so busy trying to please another person and trying to be what that person, what you think that person wants in a person, versus doing the shadow work and the energy work to be your authentic self, then you are not nearly as attractive as you would be if you were just being you. The most beautiful, sexy, healthiest, smartest person you can possibly be is your authentic self. So if you try to be something else, you try to please somebody with your actions, you're going to miss something very beautiful. And I'm not saying that's the whole problem, but that's a big contribution to the whole dynamic issue, okay? A codependent dynamic does take two people toxic, not just one. And I don't mean you're mean, okay, Capricorn. What I mean is it's toxic to try to people please. That's a toxicity within us. Yes, I was that person at one time, so I'm not throwing shade if you ever had been on that path, okay? It's not like you've been malevolent towards someone. No, quite the opposite. If anything, you've been malevolent towards yourself. Okay, and that's hard to forgive, is forgiving you. Hey, Suzanne, how's Australia, love? All right, so we've got water and air in this part of the reading, Capricorn. All right, so now let's read for all the earth signs, and I'm going to timestamp this real quick. All the earth signs. Yes, oh my goodness, dear, it's crazy, isn't it? Crazy, crazy. You know, even after Mercury goes direct, there's a post-shadow period, FYI. Typically not always as intense for me, but it varies from person to person. Usually the pre-shadow is the worst for me. Hey, Heather, good to see you. We're reading for all the earth signs right now. All the earth signs right now. Let's see what other information that we can get for the earth signs. And I'm going to put the timestamps up in the description box after we finish this live, okay? I mean, not description box, but comments, whatever it is I'm trying to say. Earth signs, wow. There's a lot of love in these dynamics, but you got asshat energy, you know. And I said this, by the way, it's a pregnancy card. A lot of emotion here, but you know, the lack of using intuition, perhaps trying to be honest here, but this is an asshat. Y'all know that, and no matter how hard you work with this kind of energy, this is where you are, okay? You know, things coming to an ending, okay? Despite the potential. Some of you are going to make it. And I said that for the Taurus gang. I think the Taurus actually did get a thumbs up, you know, but others not so much. But, you know, either way, I like the advice of the Death card. The Death card is actually the most let's talk about the Death card. It's the most misunderstood card in the tarot deck. It does not typically mean to predict death. No. It can speak to a couple of different things. It can certainly speak to endings. It can also speak to shadow work and clearing out old energy and integrating the shadow and bringing it to consciousness and making room for new things, okay? It's about transformation, literally. You know, what's that? The caterpillar going inside, and it's ugly when they go inside the cocoon. That, you know, if you were to happen to take a peek in there, it can be very ugly, but they come out with a beautiful butterfly, and that's what this is about. Yes, the cocoon. That's what I was talking about. And so, but in this part of the reading, earth signs, we have pulled Scorpio, Earth, Fire, Aries, and Water. So there you go. How about we pull some Moonology? Moonology for you. Moonology for the earth signs. May pull some romance oracles in a minute. Let's see. Virgo energy, look here. You're good enough. You got to remember you deserve so much. And many of you, this is Capricorn energy, are coming to the end of a tough cycle, and your hard work is going to pay off. The shadow work, the energy work that you guys have been doing. And let's get some romance oracles. Romance oracles. Yes, it was a good reading, Sierra. It was I thought it was pretty interesting. Some of you just need to state your love. Some of you, this healing, the shadow work, the forgiveness, the learning, and getting the lessons from things. And sometimes you don't get all the lessons or even any of the lessons for a while, and that's okay. Sometimes it's about just accepting, okay, I don't understand right now, but I will at some point down the road, right? And that's okay. All right, so thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. And of course, you can look below to see how to book a personal reading or coaching, mentoring. And thank you so, so much for the likes and comments. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. Yes, meditating is a process, and it takes, for this double Gemini with severe ADHD was the diagnosis, it takes a lot of discipline too. Many blessings, everybody.